That guy there? That's me. And my name is Minnow. And I want to try surviving 24 hours of hardcore Minecraft, where if I die, then it's all over. World gets deleted, video ends, and I cry myself to sleep. And to increase the chances of surviving, I've studied video after video of how people have died in their own hardcore world. And more often than not, it seems to be that this little baby zombie fella is the main culprit. And as military strategist Sun Tzu says, to know your enemy, you must become your enemy. So after hours of meticulously studying their form and designing a foolproof way for my own character to take their shape, I was ready to set foot into my hardcore world for the very first time. And this is how it went. So let's go! What do I even do in this game? Trees, of course I went for the trees first. I needed some wood to craft up a bench as quickly as possible to start preparing for my first night. Oh, and while we're at it, some food wouldn't hurt either. And before I knew it, I entered my first cave. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh. And then promptly left. It wasn't that I was scared or about to die on day 1 or anything, just that it was getting dark and I figured I should get some good sleep. This place here in the wall looks nice and cozy. And you know what? It actually was. This is how a true Minecrafter spends their nights. Plus, the bit of caving that I was able to actually do did end up producing some iron profits. It may not have been a very calculated risk, but it was pretty worth it in the end. Good morning, 1 block tall hallway. What a beautiful day to kill a pig in the snow, kill a pig in the rain, make friends with a dog. Or not. Make friends with the bees. Nope, definitely not. You already know how making friends with the fox went. Aw, man. Oh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Hold on, let me get closer. Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking. Sheep, hill. We have some more hills on the left. That's nice. Some trees across the water, I guess. Tree right here. I mean, shoot, this could be it. And so it would be. My future base. I know it's nothing special, but still shaken up from my skeleton encounter last night, I was eager to bunker down somewhere to stay safe. And a small hill surrounded by water seemed like a pretty good bet. Not wasting any time, I did what I do best, and dug a hole to call my home. It's only fitting since I'm small like a little hobbit. Plus, it's a great way to avoid actually building anything and completely embarrassing myself. Maybe I'll try it later on, but for now, you're getting a hole. Oh man, even the hole looks bad. This is going to be a rough 24 hours. Minecraft YouTubers often fall into groups, such as a good redstoner, a good builder, and so on. But just so you're aware, I'm terrible at everything. I'll keep working on it, but for now, I've got a visitor. Who does this guy think he is? And there we go. He really thought he could distract me for working on my masterpiece of a base. Alright, where was I? Oh, right. There we go. After putting together a basic exterior and the beginnings of an interior, I figured it was time to venture back out into the world for more resources, specifically coal, as I was out of fuel. The journey started off strong, for I bravely slayed my very first creeper. Okay, so far so good. And then I found a nice pocket of coal, as well as another that led to lava, which scared me. So I headed home for the day, back to the safety of my hill. I got what I needed anyways, it was just coal, and that was good enough for now. I worked on putting in a window, which started out okay and only got worse. At least my interior was coming along though. I expanded the ceiling to create more room for my tiny body, added support pillars to make it feel more functional, and tore down the back wall with the idea to create a brand new area, which of course meant that I needed a whole lot more wood. Good thing trees are made of that stuff, and bam, I was ready to go back inside, where I added a staircase in front of my window that led to a second floor loft area above the back room that I just added, and finally placed down some storage to keep all of my valuables. Speaking of which, I don't have any. I have no valuables. These chests are either empty or just filled with stone or wood. But you know what? We can change that with a little bit of Speldunking, or cave exploring. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not afraid. I can take on anything. Plus, this is where I get iron for better armor and tools. I'm talking redstone for my brilliant inventions and massive farms. Gold for whatever gold is for. And you better believe it, diamonds. Woo! I was rich. With a massive diamond find, I would... Wait, was it just one? Okay, well that's pretty lame. I was going to have a pretty big monologue about how this is a big improvement. It's going to be inspirational and everything. Okay, we're back. With 2 diamonds to my name, things were looking great. Soon after, my net worth increased to 3, and I ventured deeper down, where there were zombies trying to block my path, mine shafts full of goods, spider spawners just begging to be farmed, and creepers doing the same thing they always do, which is just blowing up. Oh, and massive areas for exploration, but not yet. For now, I was pretty content, and I made my leave. It was time to return home to my empty chests and begin filling them with my goodies. You know, it may not be much, but it was a good start. Oh, what's that? You see that I have 4 diamonds instead of the 3 I mentioned? I know, I did some mining off camera. Impressed? Well, if you're not, I know that these guys at least are. They're all desperate to get a piece of it. Especially this one. He really is eyeballing my chest through the window. My new friends seem to love their new home, as indicated by the hearts above their heads, and to show my appreciation for their future leather, wool, and, well, meat, because I plan to kill them, I worked more on making the exterior more pleasing to look at from their cozy and completely humane hole in the ground. I think they like it. And now for a quick house tour update thing. It's not done yet, but here we are in the main room. So entrance, little chest, storage, cooking, main storage, rock stairs, into my loft, which is empty and goes into my bedroom. And now we're back at the beginning. Please comment down below if you'd like to. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to show you that. That's not what I meant. Anyways, my cows and sheep have been getting busy, and it's time for them to move to a new and improved habitat. And so, the Great Migration began. And believe it or not, every single one of them successfully made the move. Nobody escaped without me finding them. And I think that this is a testament to how kindly I treat my animals. And to feed all of these fellas, I would need a bigger farm. I continued planting wheat in the morning, also hoping that the fields would be... Oh, hi there, buddy. Hold on, let me take care of something real quick. So, as I was saying, my hope is that the fields will also add some extra depth to my hill. It may need some tweaking, but hopefully you see the vision here. I continued adding more details outside, such as a waterfall, little pond, and pathways. Not to mention the work I've been doing indoors too. I mean, come on, I've got a full-blown kitchen now. But to finish the rest of what I wanted, I needed to head back down into the big cave that I found before. This would give me the opportunity to find new resources and keep my combat skills sharp as a tack. And you already know, I found way more diamonds. Nah, I just found one. Again. On the bright side, I did find a really cool outdoor cave area, and it's places like these that sort of make me regret building my house on a boring little hill. At least until I got attacked by a skeleton from across the map, who knows where, and well, this place is horrible. It's bad, no good, I want to go home. I hid in a small hole for a while, waiting for my nerves to calm back down, and then finally I retraced my steps back to safety. And boy oh boy, I don't know if there's any better feeling than getting back home after a caving session, especially one where you thought you were going to die and lose everything. But it was all worth it, because I finally had the materials I needed to finish off my kitchen. And now for the final touch. You know, a little something to add more life and light to the build. And voila. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. I don't know what happened. I thought that worked. I could have sworn that worked. Okay. Oh my gosh, the house is probably on fire. This is such a bad time for it to be made of wood. Oh, no. Everything was fine. I don't know why I was whining about it so much. It's no big deal. Just a little house fire. Everybody's been there. And as it turns out, you need dripstone to fill the cauldron with lava. And actually, I think this makes it look way cooler. Plus, I technically now have a renewable lava farm. And with this project out of the way, it was time to make an enchanting table, which will be going up in my loft. I tossed down some bookshelves and made my very first enchantment. Even though it wasn't max level or anything crazy, it felt pretty good. And with the loft finally coming together and my kitchen looking more full, this place was starting to feel a lot more like home. Except there's still one thing missing, and that's a bedroom, which means it's time to remodel. While looking outside for a good spot to expand into, I ended up building a well instead. This took me ages to do too, and I don't even know why I built a well. I didn't need a well, I never even thought about having a well. But now I have a well. Okay, wells aside, I'm thinking a good spot to build my bedroom is to the right of everything in this little empty spot here. And so I got digging. I put up a beautiful window outline, dug some more, added a staircase, dug a bit too much. For some reason, I decided to put a tree in this cramped space I was working in. Am I texturing a dirt wall with wooden planks? Is that a thing? Oh, great. Where am I going? I'm leaving my house? What am I up to? Oh, no. Am I really gonna fight those guys hardcore? I'm gonna die. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. I guess I do make good decisions. Sometimes. Turns out I was just chopping down trees, and I was also chopping down Endermen who somehow infiltrated my base to steal my dirt wall, I guess. I know it's good, but come on, man. And we're done. A bedroom has been added, which means I better give you a tour. Alright, welcome back to my crib. Here I've got myself a double bed, fit for two if you catch my drift. I've got a big window to my left, a little balcony, but hold on, check these stairs out. Big grand opening with a tree just for me. And, well, the hallway leads back out to the main area. Yeah, that's kind of it. Overall, I was actually really happy with how everything was going around my house, and I figured it was time to actually touch grass and, explore some of my surroundings. I found a forest fire. I promise I had nothing to do with it, and then I came across one of these things. Really not sure what it is, but I got free magma cubes out of it. I once again tried my hand at making friends with a fox, and it was actually going pretty well. Until it wasn't, and then I was just chasing him around the map until I got distracted by a big hole in the ground. It ended up leading to a really pretty lush cave biome, where I was able to yoink one of these fellas who will become my new best friend, since nobody else seems to want to. And anyways, with that, I got excited to show him my new base, where it will be spending the rest of its life. So I ventured back home, and thanks to my handy dandy compass that I was smart enough to bring with me, I had no idea where to go because I forgot that you actually have to pay attention to which direction your house is. So I was lost for a while. I found a big mountain though to climb to the top of, thinking it would help me see where I am in the world, but my parkour skills weren't quite up to the challenge. Plus the snow kept trying to end my video early, which was terrifying. I had no idea that you could just fall into snow and die now. When did they put that in? All I want to do is get to the top of the... Oh my... There's no way to... Are you... Again so soon? Is every single snow like this now? At least it's easy to get out. The snow is not fun. And I do not like it one bit. Okay. What? I never did make it to the top, but I did make it back home. And I had the perfect spot for my axolotl. And he seemed to really like it, especially swimming up the waterfall and flapping around on the dirt. So I'm calling that a big win. But to be honest, he wasn't what I was looking for out in the world. What I was really after was a village, to bring back some villagers. And so I fed my animals and hit the road once more, or this time, the sea, where I can't see anything. I'm small, if you forgot. Honestly, I kind of forgot, but here I am, small man, big world, big dreams. But yeah, let's go kidnap some kids. I'm kidding, that was a joke. I'm not sure if YouTube is listening, but I'm not kidnapping kids, or at least only kids. The adults work just as fine. The only problem is, I couldn't find either of them. I spent days out here searching, and eventually just had to take a break in a jungle biome. Here, I found a new objective, making friends with an ocelot. Every other animal has failed me thus far, so maybe this could be my chance. I killed every fish in sight and returned to make them love me. 10 fish, 10 whole fish, and the guy was still asking for more. What a scam. Who needs an official pet anyways? I guess I'll just stick to stealing fish and forcing them to be my friend instead. Speaking of stealing animals away from their homes, I finally found what I was after. A village. I was so thrilled. And just moments after I landed on shore, I saw my target. Oh, we got ourselves a runner. Where does he think he's going? Oh, he's cornered. It turned out we actually have a lot in common, and I'm not so sure he's gonna make the best companion for my base. I'm looking for someone better fit for hard manual labor. So in order to find the strongest villager, I gutted the place for everything they had in hopes that someone would confront me. But nobody stepped up, just a bunch of wimps, so I took the next best thing. This guy in a green sweater. I told him to pack his things and that I'd be back after finishing up some business. Some very, very important business. And you know what? This time I actually did it. I did it. My very own best friend forever. Those are the game's words, not mine. I mean, they're also mine, but I'm just saying the game is backing me up here. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is that I am so happy to introduce you to my new cat, Jerry. And Jerry, meet my viewers, who are definitely subscribed to the channel, or at least subscribing as we speak, and while they're there, liking the video and commenting down below. It could be anything, maybe just the word pants. Fellas, please, don't make me hurt Jerry. I would never! I will. And I'm so excited to say that Jerry is going to be by my side for the rest of my entire journey in this world. With him here, I feel unstoppable. All that was left was to rip Green Sweater Guy from his friends and family, and to make the boat trip back. Which sounds easy, but this boat trip is so stinking far from home that I could make a whole separate 24-hour video just doing exactly this. You know, at least I did find a sunken ship. It would have been nicer if I knew how to find this treasure, but that's for another day. Oh, and I should also note that this boat only fits 2 people. So, Well, Jerry had to stay behind. Oh looky, I made it back home! I built a nice place for the villager to stay, made a quick pit stop to check on my axolotl who's still doing his thing, and you know what? I think he deserves a friend. There you go, little buddy. And boated back to the village for a second and final villager. I never want to have to come back out here again, but with 2 villagers I can breed them and create my own village back at home. One more long and grueling trip back, but then that's out. Jerry, I didn't expect to see you here. I'm sorry, but he seriously doesn't fit in the boat. What more can I do? Like I was saying, this is the last time I'll have to make this trip, because with 2 villagers, I'll be able to breed them together to create as many as I want. So as of right now, these 2 guys are the most valuable resource I have. So I safely stash them away, where nobody will ever find them. Hey, what in the world is going on here? Did you kill your new friend? Can I put him back? Oh my gosh, you did it! You killed this guy. No signs of remorse either. I raised you well. That kill went straight to my axolotl's head though, because later that day, I noticed he had disappeared. I was guessing that he got bloodthirsty and probably escaped looking for more fish to slaughter. But I knew that this day may come, and like the fool he is, he fell for my trap and ended up in the loser pool down below. What a sucker. Look at him, trying to swim back up, realizing the grave mistake he made. Well, too bad. I'm leaving him down there where he can think about his actions. Plus, I have something else I need to attend to, and that is finishing up my library loft. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting max level enchantments from my enchanting table, and I was pretty sure it was because I needed more bookshelves, and that's why I gathered so much leather. But it turns out the real reason is because my bookshelves weren't close enough to the table, so I had to find some sneaky spots to hide them here and there, mostly just in the floor next to all the bodies, and eventually, well, I had it, level 30, and that was the last piece to say that I finally finished my house. Which meant it was time to start one for the villagers too. The only problem was that I had no clue what to build. I went to see if the axolotl would be of any help. He wasn't. I spent some time pondering in the crops, and eventually, while deeply involved with creating one of my many genius redstone inventions, I came up with a plan. So the location of their home would be the spot across the river, just a bit to the left of my base, where the snow starts to form. Here, I placed down a few corners and began to fill it in, pretending to know what I was doing. But again, just to clarify, I don't know. Not at all. And after about an hour of building things up and breaking them back down, I had what was beginning to look like a barn. Feeling pretty good and close to moving the villagers into their new home, I went out to collect more wood and other bits as I came across a cave. Being the strong, confident, handsome, and extremely intelligent person that I am, I went in, exploring the sketchiest of rooms. And you really think skeletons could kill a guy like me? Seriously? A pile of bones? No way. What about zombies? Of course not. Pick on someone your own size. Oh, okay, now we're talking. Plus he's wearing pants? Well, they weren't enough. I absolutely dominated the kid. And honestly, I'm surprised people even die in this game. I don't know how. I was starting to think that I was invincible. And with this, caving was actually kind of fun, and a nice change of pace from building back home. So I stayed for a while, just messing around, collecting random resources here and there, and eventually, well, I did figure it was time to leave. So I said my final goodbyes to the cave and returned back home to the barn, where it was finally time for my 2 villagers to move in and get busy. First things first though, I needed some beds for my villagers to sleep in, which meant I had to shave a few innocent sheep nearby. I did feel slightly bad though, leaving them out there all naked, so I decided to take some back home with me and give them shelter. Well, I only took 2 of them. I didn't need the 3rd guy, so well, he is still out there, naked and alone. He's probably gonna die soon. But at least these guys are happy. Okay, but back to the main task at hand, villagers. And about them, I'm honestly a bit scared to see if they're still alive in their hole, because if they're dead and I have to boat all the way back to where I found them, I will cry. And so, in preparation for this, I decided to get a dog instead. And holy cow, I have been waiting for this moment. I'm so excited to introduce you to Jerry. And yes, I know that Jerry is the same name as the cat that I abandoned on the island, but that was so long ago. Plus, I can't change his name. He was born with it. What do you want? Okay, the villagers. I really hope that they're not dead, but, well, who knows? Because I built a silo instead, attached to the barn. Trust me, the silo is crucial and must be done first before we move anyone in. I promise. Shoot, while I'm at it, I may as well build another farm. I mean, it's a barn after all. I have to have a farm nearby or else this just wouldn't make any sense, now would it? Alright, fine. The beds are going down, which means it's finally time. Just one more thing on top here, and then I'm good to go look. The moments of truth. If they're not in here, I seriously don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna give up on villagers. Wait. What? How did... the villagers... It was a huge success. Sure, there's a skeleton, and I almost killed the villager in the process of killing him, but he was completely okay with it, and actually super excited and willing to come back with me to the barn, aka his new and forever home. Oh, and we can't forget about Green Sweater Guy. The look of just pure joy on his face as I brought him over. Oh man, so rewarding. Before I knew it, these two fellows were doing their thing, and bam, live birth before my eyes. It was beautiful. I was so happy for them. And what made me even happier is that when I came back later on, the little guy had fallen for my baby trap and was stuck. I told you the silo would be important. You see, to raise a good slave, a good worker, I'd find it best to keep them isolated away from their family. Happy with my villagers and overall progress so far, I headed back into the caves to help me think about what to do next. At first, it was pretty empty and typical for a cave. Some diamonds helped sweeten the deal, but then a spider spawner caught my eye. And this is what would become my next project, an XP farm. I dug straight up from the location, hoping it would be somewhere near my home, and it actually turned out to be right next door, which was perfect. And the best part is that I finally have people to share this with now. Oh, villagers! Oh, I'm excited to see what the... Wait a minute. What? No. 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 No! Oh my God. How did this happen? So yeah, I don't even know what happened to them. If they ran away, got abducted, murdered, or cleaned out by the plague, but I looked everywhere and they're just gone. Even the babies stuck in the silo are gone. Let me know what you think happened down below, because truly I was in shock. It's not even that I cared for them, I didn't. But this means my worst nightmares have come true. I have to sail all the way back to that stupid island. And to make matters worse, Jerry the cat was still there, rubbing it in my face. I'm starting to hate that guy. All is well though. Annoying as it was, I had my second villager on his way, and soon we would be back to normal. Oh, what the heck? Someone just hit my guy? Well, there are trident people? No way that's happening right now. Have they just been hiding under here? Oh, shoot. Oh, they can't hit for anything. Maybe I'm just amazing. Oh, that was a little close. I need to get my shield. Oh, the shield might actually break. No! Alright, I just need to kill them before they kill him. He doesn't even have a trident. Okay. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Alright. There we go. One more. There. Okay. Easy enough. Where did he go? There he is. I just need to put him in a boat, and then I guess they need to sleep because it's nighttime, and then we'll be good. Oh, they're so annoying. Oh, I just heard a skeleton. Oh, he needs to get in the boat now. Oh, I'm gonna end up killing myself, aren't I? Just get in the stupid boat, please. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. I think I just need to run. Okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna get myself killed if I stay there. Boy. Oh, I just hope he doesn't die. Oh, no. Oh, I need to dive. Oh. Okay. Yep, he's gone. I don't care what happens to him. I need to sleep. Rest in peace, villager. You're not worth it. 100%. Oh, it feels good to be home. With that stressful event behind me, I went in search of the lost villager in the morning, and to my surprise, he was still alive and in the boat that I placed. A very rare villager W. This time around, I created a more secure room to house them in, equipped with a feeding hole up top. As far as I could tell, this was a flawless design, and they were not going anywhere. The only real downside is that they spawn these iron golems everywhere in my farm, who stomp on my crops. They may not think that I'm watching them do this. Oh, but I am. I'm watching everything. As my 24 hours were coming to an end, I knew there was one final thing I needed to do, and that was to build a bridge connecting my base with the new villager's barn. This also happened to be around the time I passed my 100th day. I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to make it this far, and with some close calls here and there, this felt like a true accomplishment. I celebrated with an iron golem who was complaining about the bridge being too short for him to pass, not that I wanted him on my side of the river anyways, and so I continued to add random bits here and there, finishing up the build and continuing to go around cleaning up some other sections outside, hoping to make it more appealing. But just like that, my time was nearly up, and I found myself reflecting on my journey. My bedroom, built for two by the way, with a view outside, the random tree inside that lacks sunlight, my easily flammable kitchen, oh, my loft with nothing hiding under the floorboards, and a picture of the wither we killed. Who could forget that? I still don't know why I built a well. It's not like there's anything at the bottom of it. Oh, and the spider XP farm that I walked you through, step by step how to build, and definitely didn't forget to add into the video earlier on. Oh boy, good times. And my new bridge that leads over to the villager breeding barn. 24 hours. Fellas, thank you for watching, and let me know if you want to see more. Also, if you like this, I make other videos just like it. I even did 24 hours of hardcore Minecraft in real life on my other channel, Minnow. Wow, I guess they call it backpacking. Anyways, while you go watch all my other stuff and subscribe, I'll be patiently waiting here for my invitation to Hermitcraft. Any day now. Any day. See ya.